Hi, guys and gals. Welcome to another Superplex podcast. It is another dynamite evening. It is. Oh, someone's a bit poorly, are they?
No, sorry, my bad.
So I was going to say, is everyone okay? But with that cough, I guess you're not.
No, I'm fine.
You live, yeah.
Yeah, I'll live.
Steve, how
I'm
How
good,
the
thank
mood-
you.
how are the mood swings? Okay. Yeah.
I don't have mood swings.
Okay. Were you happy with Dynamite this week?
Not really.
Okay, so from now on, I think I'll ask you right at the beginning of every show.
No, because last week was good.
Yeah, but I'll ask you every week now, just to see what the actual outcome is. But yes, everyone, you know what to do. Like us, subscribe, give a thumbs up, leave a comment on Twitter, on Instagram, on YouTube. Actually, I'll take back Instagram because I don't think we've done anything on Instagram yet. So, yeah. Twitter and YouTube will be fine. So we got an action-packed Dynamite this week.
So you say.
Well, it was action-packed. Now, if I liked it or not, that's something completely different, isn't it? So we start off the show with the Inner Circle arriving at the arena in,
What was that? A Lamborghini?
Yeah, Jericho showed up in a Lamborghini, and then Hager, Santana, Ortiz, Sammy all showed up on, I think it was SUVs, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah, I swear I saw a motorcycle somewhere.
There was a couple of motorcycles.
I think that was just security.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
But, well, kind of crap security knowing what happened later on in the show. But let's move on. The first match was Adam Page versus Caster of the Acclaimed. Yeah. So, Page is number one contender, which I didn't even know that was the actual case.
Yeah.
Caster comes out rapping.
Badly.
And yeah.
Got cut off by,
I know what happened. I watched the match. But you know when you just couldn't give...
Hey, welcome to my world.
No, because, sometimes you can have a match that is good. You're not invested in it, but then oh, it's Adam Page versus Caster. And you go, okay, it's another match. And then they might pull it out of the bag and be something absolutely fantastic and superb and
Which they didn't.
out of this world. And then there's those matches that it's Adam Page versus Caster. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, look, it started off with the Acclaim getting in the ring, of course, rapping, talking crap, and then Bowens comes in and the Acclaimed are here, and before he even finished the sentence, Adam Page booted him in the face. And as Caster turns around, Adam Page boots him in the face.
Yeah.
You with me so far? Cool. That's basically what happened in the first 2-3 minutes of the match. Then Bowens distracts Adam Page when he's outside the ring. Caster baseball slides him. The only good move I actually remember is Adam Page sat Caster up on the actual fence, and then kind of just jumped over the fence with a clothesline. That was pretty cool. And he actually went for a submission move, which I even said to you, Steve. I did go, look, it's actually someone trying to do a submission move, which you don't really see a lot of submissions being attempted in AEW, which was sort of refreshing. Then there's another distraction. Caster grabs his big, thick gold chain, wraps around his wrist, and before that, Bowens slides the boombox into the ring. Caster grabs it. The referee takes it away from him. Then he slides in the big gold chain, wraps around his head, punches Adam Page in the face, Goes down, 1, 2, gets his shoulder up. And we said in the 90s, that would have been 1, 2, 3.
Yep.
Nowadays, nothing like a foreign object equals a win anymore.
Body of steel.
Well, think about
Yeah.
it. Triple H will crack you over the head with a sledgehammer, yeah? You just get up after 1.
Yep. It's true. It's true.
So it's like, okay, what is the actual point? After that, because he kicked out, Caster goes up to the top rope, tries an elbow drop. Page moves out of the way. But as he goes out of the way, he rolls under the bottom rope, jumps back up. Bowens grabs his leg. Somehow managed to get rid of Bowens. Does a sort of moonsault, buckshot lariat. Page wins. And in my tone, that's how impressed I was with the match. There was nothing to be impressed with. There was nothing that you go, oh wow, that was amazing.
Not really. Yeah, it's true. Nothing excited. Nothing excited me.
No, it was actually a poor show on that aspect. Yeah, I think we'll move on.
Yeah.
There wasn't really much that I could even add to that. I mean, go on, Steve. Give us your.
I don't want to keep being miserable all the time.
Oh, too late.
I didn't.
I think everyone knows that already.
But I didn't. It's just Adam Page is overrated. The match was no good at all. That other guy, what's his name? Not Page, the other guy.
Bowens
made like 3 botches in the whole match. It was awful.
No, Bowens was the guy outside.
No, the guy who was fighting.
Oh, Caster.
Max Caster.
Caster, yeah, he botched like 3
He did.
times.
There was a lot of botches actually in that match, but that you can tell that he's a tag team person.
He's been wrestling every week. He should be a bit better than
Oh, and
better
actually,
performance than that.
and something that we learned yesterday as well was that Adam Page is 27 and Caster is 31, and I would have said that Caster was the younger one out of the two. But yeah, so just back to one point that you said, I don't think Adam Page is overrated because what's he been doing?
Adam Page is overrated. How come it's always the same 4 people in the title picture all
No,
the
but hold
time?
on a second. He had the first title shot with Jericho, the match, but then that's the only time he's ever gone really for the heavyweight belt or even for the TNT belt. He did. I mean, he was tag team with Omega.
Yeah.
How many world champions have there been? 3.
Yeah.
Jericho, Moxley, and
3.
Omega. Yeah.
Yeah, and Page is always around.
Not really. I don't think he's even faced up.
He's always hovering.
I mean, in that case, look at that. Brody Lee had a shot against Moxley for that title, and Page didn't.
Yes. I don't think Page had a title shot since the was it All Out against
Since Jericho.
yeah, since Jericho. I don't think he's had a title shot.
Yeah, he's
He's
never
been
had a
doing-
title shot.
He's been doing other stuff.
Or maybe it's because
Hangman.
he was tagged with Omega. I'm thinking he's always been there.
Yeah, no, he was there for like what, 6 months?
Yeah.
I think I could be very wrong.
He was there in the early stages. Hangman was.
yeah.
Yeah, he was
But
there
then-
in the early bits, and then he
But now
and then
he's just
went off.
Actually, Stadium Stampede was the only thing he's ever done anything decent after that. He hasn't done anything after the Stadium Stampede. I don't remember. But
I don't care. He's overrated. I don't like him.
I think we need to start putting up a tally of Steve likes and don't like, and every time you like something, we put like a celebration up on the
I
screen.
told you there was
Like a
a
note
few
of it,
things
yeah?
last week that I liked.
Right. So, moving on. Tony Schiavone is in the ring, the Death Triangle, to interview the Death Triangle about the tag team match is going to be next week for the belts against what's it called, the Young Bucks.
Yes.
Orange Cassidy's music starts playing, and they come out. The best friends, just to remind them of what they did to the best friends and Orange Cassidy a year ago almost.
Yeah, before the pandemic. It was like back when TV,
Yeah.
when you had the live crowds and that, before the pandemic.
Yeah. And just to remind the Death Triangle that they haven't forgotten what they did. And now they have an alien with them. Looks like Chris Statlander has joined the best friends. Yeah. That's it.
Who cares?
I think. Oh, there he goes. Another one. Who cares? It's one of those. Who cares?
Who cares? I'm coming for revenge a year later. Go away, man. Do something else.
Now, the reason they did it, though, I think, is because when the pandemic thing happened was Pac went missing for 6 months. He had to come back.
Yeah.
Well, so then it's over, then, isn't it? So move on. Don't come back a year later.
Then Thing got injured.
Yeah.
Trent got injured. And actually, you're saying, oh, it's a year later. Look, revenge is best served cold.
Oh,
this is freezing.
Who cares,
this is
man?
freezing revenge.
Who cares?
Freezing revenge here.
They're just putting themselves in place, I guess, just in case the Death Triangle win the tag titles. Maybe not, but that's the reason they're probably going to put themselves in contention.
What are the chances, though?
Well, it's the Young Bucks, so it's pretty slim, really, isn't it?
But then this brings up the point that we usually bring up, which is who's going to take the belts away from them. There is no tag team out there that you would possibly go, oh yeah, they can do it.
Oh, Moxley and Kingston.
No.
Yes. Yeah.
That's not a tag team. Again,
it is a tag team.
No, it's not.
What is it then?
Matt Hardy, Jeff Hardy, that's a tag team.
Moxley and Kingston used to tag years ago. They were a tag team years ago.
The Dudley Boys, that's a tag team. Jurassic Express, tag team.
They should bring Sami Callihan to tag with Moxley.
Shut up.
The Switchblade Conspiracy. Switchblade Conspiracy. Nah, we won't get out. We'll talk about it.
No. I'm gonna go sleep.
Yeah, go sleep.
Well, you need to talk about it because I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
No swearing.
No, so yeah, we very slim to none of them actually winning the title next week, isn't it?
Oh, Moxley and Kingston.
You just spew out rubbish every week, you know.
All right, watch. I guarantee you, when they're both back, they win the belts.
Okay. Should we put a little wager on it?
We'll have to look into that.
Should we put a little wager on it?
What's the wager?
Oh no. We'll talk off camera.
Okay.
Or off microphone, should I say.
Microphone, yeah.
And then we had the highlight of the evening, ladies and gentlemen. The Inner Circle came out. And you said they went to the leather shop, did you?
Yeah, they'd all been to the leather shop.
Yeah. So they come out and they said we'll have a little message for you after the break. I don't know how you guys been watching it, but we were watching it on Fight TV, and it cuts out to them in the ring, just chatting to the crowd, and Sammy Guevara coming back with his notes, to the camera, and then they came back from break, and Jericho. There's not many people that can work a microphone like Jericho.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's true.
I think he is on par with a Ric Flair, The Rock, but always just gave it all when it came to being on the mic. And he cut probably one of the best promos of his career.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
I'm just saying here that, in my opinion, just putting it out there, it's my opinion. Would you guys agree that was one of his best promos ever?
Why not?
Yeah. One of, yeah, definitely.
Okay. Now it's all about the pineapple, and then Sammy Guevara whispered in his ear, "Oh, the pinnacle." That already, you knew what was going to come, just by him calling them pineapple. And then MJF, my jerk off friend, another great one. But he was also saying that he used MJF because he knew that he could control him, and he knew that he was gonna try to break them, and he knew that he would have eventually tried to overtake. Now, he did admit MJF did outsmart them because he didn't expect them. He didn't expect them to build a team. But he also said, "You will never be better than Chris Jericho, and you know it." And then he goes, "You will line yourself with some men," and it's just that's when he went into it, and he called Tully a third string horseman, which
Yeah.
Steve, you weren't very happy with that.
That's bullshit.
Okay,
It's good. It was a good. What's the word? A good dig, but it's false, and he himself knows it's false.
oh, of course, but you just have to create that heat.
Yeah, it was a good dig, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
FTR are interchangeable. One's Axe, one's Smash. Who's Axel? Who's Rose? And who's Slash? All that. You're all the same. Then he said, Sean Spears. You know, last time I saw Sean Spears was when his phone was ringing. And what kind of person still wears a blonde mohawk in 2021?
Yeah.
that was pretty funny actually.
It was. But then came the killer blow that I had to stop watching it to laugh. And I'm already going to say this is going to be the title of this week's episode, which was, and look at Wardlow, he has $1 million brain and a $30 body. And he needs to be naked to count to 21. Now, when I heard that had me in stitches because never have I thought of something that stupid but that funny. That he needs to be naked to count to 21. That was brilliant.
Yeah, it was.
And then he announces that on the 5th of May, there will be Blood and Guts.
Yep.
Which will be just a normal Dynamite, or maybe some sort of special Dynamite that they will do. But guys, please hold your applause. And I don't, you guys don't need to say anything, but I was right, wasn't I? I was right. I said it. Blood and Guts. Tony kept saying it'll probably be another Stadium Stampede, but I was right. So yeah, I'm taking that as 1-0 to me.
It will probably be a Stadium Stampede at
I don't know,
at the pay-per-view.
because I'm just thinking what will happen is on the 5th they'll have that match, and then the next pay-per-view might be around August, maybe.
No, Double or Nothing's the end of the month.
No, I'm saying after the next pay-per-view on the
Yeah.
on the 30th of May.
Yeah.
I'm saying the next pay-per-view might be around August or September.
Okay.
So if the feud is still going by then, which, I mean, don't get me wrong, I do like a prolonged, or should I say prolonged feud, not just one match of blood and guts and that's it. If they do prolong the feud to a few months, then there might be a Stadium Stampede. But I think they literally did the Stadium Stampede because of COVID. Because Stadium Stampede was supposed to be blood and guts, but then because they didn't really want to do a blood and guts without public there, they went with the Stadium Stampede.
Yeah, they did. But you know what? Yeah, I'm not. The Stadium Stampede, the thing was, it worked so well.
Oh, yeah. I loved it.
You know, I don't think they realised how well it would actually work when they were, you know, at the time of throwing it together. They thought, oh, let's just put it.
But you couldn't have done it, but you couldn't have had it live, though.
No.
That's the only problem. You'd have had to have recorded it, and then it would have still. So for the people there watching a Stadium Stampede in the actual arena, would have been a bit.
Yeah, but they probably still wouldn't do it live anyway. They probably would record it because they'd just keep everyone out of the stadium.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is, if they're going to do a Stadium Stampede, and I think Steve said, when are they actually allowing people back in, like, for a full-on show? You mentioned some dates.
Do you know what? I saw something today about how they're allowed to have live shows from, I think it's the 23rd of April. I saw somewhere. I don't know where I read it. I can't remember if it was on.
Well,
Facebook.
maybe because there is, I think, Florida is actually allowing people to do more outdoor stuff than some other states. But I think Steve was mentioning something around August or September. They were allowing, like, they were going to Texas. I think it was. After that exhilarating promo, we had another promo. Yay! It was Dash in the back with Christian. Asking, how you feeling? And Christian just starts talking a whole load of nonsense that I wasn't really paying attention to.
He was still knackered.
He did look tired. He still was sweating and all that. So he said, I make wrestlers go to another level. I bring it up a notch. And I'm just thinking to my head, mate, you don't bring anything up a notch. You don't even level up yourself. Just stop the crap. And then Taz just interrupts and goes, he goes, I'm going to be just come out and say, I want you to join Team Taz. And by the reaction, looked like Christian was going to say no, but Taz just goes, just sleep on it. That was basically that promo. Again, another promo, a pointless promo. And yeah, I mean, if you think about it, there was already 3 promos and it wasn't even an hour gone. With the first one being the Inner Circle arriving at the stadium, then talking about, the whole Inner Circle thing, then another promo. God, it's just so many of them.
Yep, so many.
I'm going to say something controversial.
Go on.
I want Christian to join Team Taz.
That's not
I think Christian will be a better bad guy than he would be trying to be a good guy.
I always thought of him as a bad guy, even when he was Edge and Christian. Was he not meant to be a bad guy?
Yeah.
Was he? I don't think so.
Well, yeah, because he only really turned a good guy when he became Christian Cage. And that was when he went to Impact. And then when he come back from Impact, he was sort of on the title run again and he was playing a good guy again. But most of the time when he was Edge and Christian, he was meant to be a bad guy.
Like the Luchadors, wasn't it?
Yeah. Or was it the Conquistadors?
So yeah. Si, senor.
Yeah, the Conquistadors.
That's all they could say. And you could tell blatantly that was Edge and Christian. It was so bad. After that exhilarating promo, we had Jurassic Express versus Bear Country.
Yeah. What was it? The Godzilla versus Kong match.
Yeah, yes. Godzilla Kong.
Yeah.
What a match.
No, it wasn't.
No, there was a few slip-ups, weren't there? Bless them.
There was another 2 or so botches in there.
Yeah, 2, I think.
But Bear Country were just destroying Jurassic Express. Luchasaurus superplexes one of the guys from Bear Country. There's just a whole mashup at one point. Like, Luchasaurus drops one of the guys, then Jungle Boy comes out of nowhere and takes out another guy, and then it's just like, I don't know, it was just a whole madness that happened there. Luchasaurus is on the corner, and he gets double cannonball. Now that was one of the best things I've ever seen.
It was very good.
Yeah. And then one of the guys from Bear Country was outside. Jungle Boy jumps through the ropes, bottom rope, the middle rope, then over the top. Then he goes back in. Luchasaurus chokeslams, moonsault, pin, Jurassic Express wins. It hurts me to say because I really like Jurassic Express, but that was a poor match.
Yeah.
They shouldn't have won that match.
No, there was, again, it's the same thing that I've noticed with the AEW is they go in with the same formula of the late 80s, early 90s. Whoever is destroying their opponent loses the match. And this was basically what happened. And it even happened during another match later on that evening.
Yep.
Because Bear Country absolutely annihilated Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus. It wasn't just Jungle Boy.
They were all over him.
It was both of them.
So, do you know what? I don't know how Luchasaurus kicked out of that double cannonball.
It shouldn't.
Yeah, they should.
I've-
It's like Steve said. That's over 500 pounds just slamming into you in the corner.
Yeah, it shouldn't have kicked out of that.
No, I think that was no.
Marco Stunt was missing as well this whole match.
Yeah,
Yep.
no idea. Don't know if he's injured or not, but yeah, I wish I could say something good about it. There just wasn't anything good about this match. The double cannonball. That's the only plus on this whole thing.
Do you know what I liked?
Go on.
I liked when Jungle Boy come over the top rope. They caught him, and then Luchasaurus comes in and just threw him to the floor.
Yeah, because it's
When
like
they dropped him,
Yeah.
because hold on a second. Jungle Boy is probably like what 150, 200 pounds max.
Yeah.
Luchasaurus is about 300 pounds. You're gonna have to catch the big man because if he jumps over the top rope and you don't catch him, he's hurting himself.
Yeah.
So they had to actually get on it quick.
Literally, they just dropped Jungle Boy to the floor.
That's so bad, though. They shouldn't have done that. But yeah, I'm really, really upset that wasn't
Yeah, sadly.
a good match because, again, it's one of those things. Usually, when Jurassic Express are in the ring, I'm feeling confident that it's going to be a good match.
Yeah.
I have a feeling it's going to be. Yeah, you know what? This is going to be good. This is going to be good.
It was built up to be a real good match as well, to be fair.
Yeah, with the whole King Kong Godzilla thing.
Yeah.
And then it ended up being kind of stale.
That's true.
One of the botches was actually, if they had pulled it off, it would have been fantastic. Which was, who's the big guy with the ginger beard?
Oh, wow.
Tone, because you know the Bear Country more than I do.
I'm trying to remember which one's which now. I know you got Bear Bronson and it's Bear Boulder.
I think Bear Boulder's the big guy. I think Bronson
They're
is
both
the other
big.
guy. No, I think Boulder is the guy with the beard, and
The ginger guy.
yeah.
You got Bear Bronson, Bear Boulder. I can't remember which one's which now.
All right, the one with the big ginger beard
Yeah.
had Jungle Boy to go for a power bomb, and Luchasaurus looked like he was going to jump, like crossbody, and he was meant to catch him and probably drop both of them. But something happened and Luchasaurus went crossbody, but he didn't catch him. But I would have loved to have seen that move actually, work out, because that would have looked amazing. Sadly, botched it. So yeah,
Yep.
shameful. Not shameful. So it's a shame they didn't actually work. Next up, we had the man of the hour, QT Marshall, with his first promo with all these people.
They don't have a name, do they?
Not yet. No, they don't. Yeah, they were at the Nightmare Factory, which I think is Cody Rhodes' gym, and he was just saying, that he was like second fiddle to Teddy Jr. and no matter hiding behind the face paint, you were always just Dusty's kid, and you won't amount to shit. That's exactly what he said. And then A.E.W starts talking and go, I'm a household name in England. And I just went, no, you ain't. I didn't even know you until Tony told me that you were a bronze medalist. You weren't even good enough to get silver or gold.
I don't know him either.
Exactly. So you can't be a household name in England when two people in England don't know who you are. So, okay, maybe not. It was so bad that I think my internet heard it and just started crashing out on me. Went, no, we're not listening to this crap.
We're giving up tonight. We're giving up.
I started buffering halfway through that promo. Yeah, that's basically it. That was the promo. And then at the end, what's his name?
Como or something.
Oh, Nick Comoroto.
Oh, Comoroto just grabbed a bucket of paint and just dashed it over the emblem of the Nightmare Factory. So we went from last week, we care, to this week where I really went, I don't care.
Don't care again.
Yeah, we don't care again, because the thing was,
I don't know. His promo was all right.
No, I'm not saying the promo was bad. I'm just saying there was no need for a promo. You already, for 3 weeks, you have put in your case out there, the reason why you did this, the reason why you did that. You're doing this, you're doing that. Okay? You ambushed the Nightmare family, which was fantastic. Right? Why do you need a promo now to tell us that you're pissed off with them? I'm sorry, I can see that you're pissed off with them because you beat the crap out of them.
Yeah.
I don't need you to tell me in a promo that, oh, Cody, you won't amount to shit. Okay, but you kind of already did that by punching him in the face.
You just don't like promos.
No, I don't mind a promo. I even said it. Jericho's promo was fantastic. I even said the QT promo was good. I just don't see a point of having a promo to tell me that you don't like them, hence the reason why you punched them in the face. Why do I need a promo for you to tell me that you punched them in the face? I know you punched them in the face. I saw you punch him in the face.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. But yeah, promo for just the whole spectacle of it as well, of A.E.W to the right of him. Actually, no, to the left of him. Or was it to the right? I'm trying to remember. Anyway.
Right, our left.
Yeah.
Yes. Whatever. A.E.W was there, next to him, on the left or on the right, whatever way you were looking at it. Then you had the other guy, what's his name again, Tom?
Which one?
Bailey's ex.
Oh, Aaron Solo.
Solo was there next to him, on the left or on the right, however you're looking at it. Comoroto right behind him, and he was sitting on the steps that he made Dusty bleed. Dustin, sorry. Because I said Dusty. Why do I keep... Every week I do the same thing. Dustin bleed. Visually was actually pretty good. But yeah, I went from caring to not caring. I would have just loved them to continue just ambushing them.
Yeah.
I would have preferred them to just him. Oh, they got a match. Let's just bully them again. That would have been good to see.
Problem is, none of them are big enough to take on Cody.
Yeah, not at the moment.
So, are you already kind of throwing in the towel on these four, saying that they can't beat the Nightmare Family? Then
No, the thing could. So the thing is, right? Como, whatever his name is, Comorado,
Yep.
in stature is big enough to fight Cody, but in name he's not.
correct. Who did he fight? Who did Comrado fight? It was the first time I'd ever seen him actually on AEW,
I think it was a no-name guy.
and I was just like, look at this guy. He's just ridiculous.
So
He's-
he'd be able to get the job done, but he's. If you said, "Oh, Como beat Cody," people would be like, "Who? Who's Como?"
Yeah.
Most
Not
time
in
I've-
not in a bad way.
No.
Obviously, they've got to build him up, but right
It's not-
now,
Yeah.
they're not big enough.
Because you got to remember who. It is like you said. You say who, they're just gonna be like, who's this guy? And
Yeah,
it's
you
just
have to explain it.
yeah. But then doesn't mean that in a year or two
Oh yeah, he
You-
definitely needs to build
yeah.
it up.
you're gonna go, oh him, oh he's fantastic,
Yeah,
or
that
oh,
guy destroys everyone.
or he's an asshole. You know,
No
one,
swearing.
one or the other. You
Yeah.
could just go with. Oh, he's a great guy. Oh, he's an asshole. You know,
No swearing.
whichever way.
No swearing.
Looks like he's gonna go the bad way route, doesn't he? Like a heel.
Well, problem is
Yeah.
they're all the runts. They haven't got a major. They're all the runts. There's not a major guy in all of them.
No, and maybe that's when you'll have someone else join.
Well, hopefully, they do need
someone
someone.
with a name. Maybe you know what? I'll even throw it out there. Maybe Christian.
But the thing is, the Nightmare Family, they lost 4 guys, but there's still 3 of the Gun Club, Cody, Dustin, the black there, but I can't remember his name, the black guy.
The army dude, isn't it?
Yeah, him, what's his name?
I thought you were gonna say Jack Swagger.
I was going to say Jack Swagger, but I meant Zach. What's his name? The guy who left WWE and came here huge.
No, Zack Ryder.
Zack
Ryder's on
Ryder.
Impact.
Yeah, he's on Impact.
Is he? I thought he was on AEW.
Nah, well, that was just like a one night thing.
Isn't he his champion in Impact?
No, he is on Impact now.
Oh.
He completely moved. Yeah, he's on
Well,
Impact.
Impact and AEW are still sharing talent.
Well,
they can
yeah.
still be in a Nightmare Family.
To be honest, the Good Brothers seem to be spend more time in AEW than they do in TNA on Impact at the moment.
Well, how many people did I just name? That's about 8 people.
Look, there's about 50,000 of people in the Nightmare Family.
Well, there's about 8 for sure, and there's only 4 of them, so they are going to need a couple more people.
Yeah, they will do. Time will get them their army.
A name. They definitely need a name. A big name.
Yes.
Who hates Cody? Does Archer still hate Cody? No, don't put Archer in that team.
No, don't. Put DDP in it.
Oh yeah, DDP.
But he did say he wasn't going to wrestle again.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, he could be there managing like Jake.
Well, it's the start of a good team, but they need more people.
Maybe
Yeah.
give him his own Waffle House menu.
Yeah. Waffle House.
Get DDP the Waffle House menu. It'd be good.
Oh dear.
So then we had another promo, and I'm actually going to be brutally honest, and it's not because it's a promo. It's just because it's always the same thing now, and it's getting a little bit old, really, really fast. And it's the fact that Tony Schiavone is going to interview Sting. I'm done. I don't need it every week. And I don't need you to go, I'm going to interview Sting, for then you ask Sting a question, someone comes out and interrupts, Sting doesn't answer the question, and then just fucks off backstage.
No swearing.
Pardon my language. But that's how irritated I'm getting with this of actually just being, I'm going to interview Sting. Sting's not really going to say anything, and Sting is just going to go backstage after that. I don't need this every single week. I'm sorry, I'm starting to sound like Steve, but it is getting really, really pointless.
To be fair, it was kind of it wasn't a great promo, really, was it? It was just.
It wasn't a promo.
It wasn't, was it? No.
Tony Schiavone asked Sting a question. You see Ethan Page and Scorpio Sky looking on from the rafters.
Egon Page and Scorpion Sky.
Yeah, and then Jake the Snake comes out and asks Sting, "Where's your gerbil friend?" Which actually was hilarious.
Yeah.
And of course, again, Archer comes out and says the same thing to Sting that he's been saying for the past 3 weeks. You're going to pay attention. Yes, you've said that the first week. You've said it last week. You're saying it again. Do something about it. You're getting boring now. And I love Archer, but even this is getting boring. And then it's Sting's right. You are a main event guy. Jake, help him. And it's just like, okay. And then Sting just F's off backstage.
Yeah, and, so does Archer.
And Archer's got a big old smile on his face, and then he goes backstage. Right, what am I supposed to take from this? Nothing. Nothing happened. Again, a promo for no point. And that wasn't even a promo, that was just shite.
Join the dark side
No, I'm starting to because it's ridiculous. Oh, and another thing, the next bit, it's another effing promo.
Getting bare vexed.
He's getting more vexed than you.
3 promos in a row, and I still don't know anything of what's going to happen. Next was Team Taz promo, and there was what's his name again? Ricky Starks talking rubbish again and goes, "Oh, we had a great win yesterday. Let's ask Brian Cage." And Taz just went, "Stop it! We've got to stop this bickering." That was it. Again, 3 promos in a row. Drop the Sting one that I don't need to see Sting every week. All right. Drop the QT. Even actually, you know what? Out of all 3, QT was actually the promo. Drop Sting's promo. Drop Taz's promo. Put a effing match in there. I'm done.
The force is strong in you.
Yeah.
The powerful Sith you will become.
Hey, stop that before we have to start paying George Lucas the money for using his line.
Jeez.
Right. And now I'm calm. I had my little drink of water. My zen is down. And let's go on to the next match. Which was for the TNT title, and it was Darby with Sting versus JD Drake with Benoni and Baby Dolph. Again, one more thing. Back to the promo, yeah? So Sting goes backstage for then 2 minutes later to come back out with Darby. Why don't you just wait by the entrance? What's the point of that?
Wow. A proper on one tonight.
It just annoyed me that this 20 minutes of crap I had to watch. Really annoyed. Right. What did you guys think of this match?
JD Drake, I think it was a solid performance.
I would agree.
Darby's matches are sort of Darby's matches, if that makes sense. But I think JD Drake showed a little promise. It does look a bit older in years, but I think he's got some promise.
I would actually even say that I wasn't expecting. I wasn't expecting to see what actually happened because literally, JD Drake was doing the same thing that happens in almost every single Darby Allin match, which is the bigger man is destroying Darby Allin. But I didn't think this was going to happen in this match because JD is not really well known, and Darby, being the well known figure, would have taken the fight to him. But no, it wasn't. I think Darby's MO now is literally just I'm the guy that gets beaten up, but I'll always win at the end.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what this was. There was so much there was more destruction of Darby Allin in this match than there was in the Jurassic Express match with the Bear Country. And there was also a botch that Darby went to kick JD through the ropes and completely missed JD.
The drop kick.
Yeah.
And JD styled it out like he actually got hit.
Yeah, I was a bit okay. At least just pretend you slipped off the apron or something. Then Sting scares off Baby Dolph. Benoni was on the floor for like half an hour, which we didn't even see if Sting attacked him or not. He was holding his knee, so I'm just going to go with the assumption that Sting did attack him. But yeah, it was. Oh, he did do one great move, JD, which was he threw him against the ropes, and Darby bounced. This was on the outside. He threw him onto the ropes. He bounced off of the ropes, and JD clotheslined in mid-air, which just looked like an absolute car crash, but it looked actually really, really good. And then, yeah, Darby did a swanton off the top rope onto Benoni and JD Drake. JD Drake went for a moonsault. Darby moves out of the way. Avalanche code red. Coffin drop. Darby wins.
Yeah.
That was basically it. Again,
same as most matches.
It's a shame because it's like you said, he showed a lot of promise, but then again, Darby was just there getting ragdolled, and then what happened? He still won. Don't get me wrong, it was for the belt. We did say he's not really gonna win it, is he?
No.
Because if he was gonna win, he'd probably lose the next week.
Yeah.
I don't see him because and you did say only because he's on Sun. He would be getting the belt because he's on Sun, which I don't think it's fair. I don't think people should be getting title shots on just the merit of who their dads or mothers are.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, JD Drake is only 28 years old, and he looks like he's about 40.
Yeah, he does.
No, you're looking at see, you're on the same guy.
Huh?
You're looking at James Drake. It's a different wrestler.
Is he?
Yeah. I can't find any info. I've been looking for him this whole time. I can't find any information on him.
Wow, he doesn't exist.
There's
He's
some
just
stuff, but there's no
yeah.
date of birth or anything.
Okay. After that, Darby Allin gets out of the ring, and the Butcher just runs him over. I mean, the camera was set on Darby, and this big walrus just flies across the screen and just takes him out.
Mm-hmm.
The bunny is trying to clear the commentating table so they can put Darby through it. The Dark Order come out to help Darby. Bunny comes out. Ty Conti comes out, and then they start fighting on the stage.
Sorry.
What were you just doing?
It was an add-on wiki. I'm still trying to find how old this guy is.
37.
Oh, did you find it?
Yeah, go cage match. Go cage match internet wrestling database. He's 37. He's from Shelby, North Carolina, USA. 299 pounds, 136 kg.
So
Yeah.
he's up in age then if he's 37.
Yeah, he's starting off late by the look of it.
Oh, but we still did put on a good show. He didn't
Oh.
rest on the fact that it's
No,
son.
no,
He
not
actually
at all.
did a good show.
But then again, anyone, I even think any of us going against Darby would just like, right, this is the match how it's going to be.
Yeah, kick my ass for
Yeah.
10 minutes.
And then I'll just win at the end.
Yeah.
Cool, you're happy with that?
Yeah.
I'll make you look great.
Yeah, pretty much.
You know, at the end of the day, don't get me wrong. I'm not taking anything away from JD Drake because he is a big dude as well. So he can actually probably, like, for example, Camarado and him go, having a match together. That could possibly be a good match.
Yeah.
Two less known people could actually be a pretty good match.
Yeah. Definitely.
So, I mean, apart from, just destroy me, but I'll still win.
Sorry, I know you moved on, but I was really trying to find his age. I really wanted to know what his age was.
No, that's fine. That's fine. Just one more thing and another usual question. Who's going to take that belt off Darby?
I think you're right. I think it's going to be Matt.
You reckon? Well, yeah, they are kind of setting it up, aren't they?
Matt's a big enough name to take it, and Darby's had it a bit too long now.
It's only been about...
You think Matt, yeah?
Well, they got a match next week for the belt.
He might not take it next week, but I think Matt will eventually take it.
I think because of the group that he's in, you need a belt to be around that group.
Yeah, and Matt's the obvious.
Yeah,
for it.
You wouldn't really put it on the Butcher and the Blade.
No, they're not tagged.
Yeah, and you wouldn't put it on a Private Party.
No, also tags.
You wouldn't put it on the Bunny.
Can women actually fight for the TNT belt?
I haven't heard anything that they can't.
Yeah, neither have I.
But I'm sure once it's well established, I think you could have maybe someone like, if she comes back, or some Kong, for example. You could have someone like her go, like, do a sort of China Beth Phoenix sort of run and actually go for that TNT belt. I don't see why not.
So I've got some bad news.
Go on.
I was looking on the A.E.W roster page the other day.
Yeah.
And Kong is still listed on the page, but Kong is not listed as a superstar. She's listed as a backstage trainer.
Oh, maybe she's a trainer now.
So maybe she has retired from in-ring stuff.
Yeah,
Maybe.
because the last thing we saw, wasn't it she injured herself or pretended to injure herself because then she was going out to film Glow, and now that's been cancelled.
Yeah,
and we were
I'm sure she'd be back by now.
Yeah.
Glow got cancelled ages ago.
Yeah.
So
maybe she is there, but she's just taking a backstage role now, which is a shame, as I like Kong. But then again, she's on in years.
Yeah, to be honest, even in TNA, I didn't actually like her.
Oh, I always liked Kong.
No, I didn't like her in TNA. And then she went to WWE, and what a train wreck that was.
Yeah, but as always, if WWE didn't make your name, they don't care about your name.
But why get your services then?
Just for the wow, it was just for the wow factor. They sold tickets on that.
Yeah, because she literally just Royal Rumble, wasn't it?
Yeah, Royal Rumble, and they play Michael Cole shitting himself when Kong comes out all the time.
Yeah, it's not even about it's Kong. It's just because.
Yeah, Michael Cole shit himself. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just like, wow, you're not even a big enough name to go over on yourself. It's just because Michael Cole shot himself.
Yeah, pretty much.
Which is a shame, because this is the thing with me. Even though I don't like you, I could still say you were good. And again, just bringing pain to my heart, we had another promo. It's just.
How many is that? Did you count?
I haven't counted, but it's just so many. Let's actually go to the beginning. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This one 8, and the next one 9. So 9 promos in one show.
Yeah. It's quite a lot.
It is. And like the Christian one was short. The QT one, the Taz literally stopped bickering. What's the point of even that? You know what I mean?
I think it's just so they can get everyone on TV that week.
Yeah, but I prefer to see a match like look, since the pay-per-view, Taz's team hasn't done anything.
On Dark, but obviously we don't watch Dark.
Yeah, but you know what I mean? A.E.W, Dynamite, they haven't done anything.
No.
Darby Allin's actually started doing more now since this feud is finished. So that's good. But anyway, we'll go to this one. And it was Marvez talking to Jericho, and then the Pinnacle attack Jericho. Drag him out to the ring. At one point when he's getting choked out by MJF's scarf, Wardlow is right on Jericho's face, counting with his fingers. Which I thought that was quite funny. Then FTR give him a spike pile driver, and then music hits, and Mike Tyson comes out. Now, they hadn't mentioned anything about Mike Tyson the week before. I think it was a day or two before. Tony told us that Mike Tyson's going to show up. I was like, okay. Because we knew he was coming, it wasn't like, but the crowd in the arena popped big time.
Yeah. I did too.
Yeah, you knew, but you knew it wasn't going to be one of those. I said to you, I think Tyson will come out between Jericho and MJF. Some crap like that will happen, and Tyson will come out. Which, in fairness, it did. But the pop was good. I was happy to see Tyson come out, and this time he didn't struggle to rip his t-shirt off like he did the first time.
He still couldn't get it off.
Because he rips it, but then he keeps the arms inside. That's the problem with him.
At the end of when the thing ended, he still had it wrapped around his legs, I think it was.
That's all right. But yeah, he comes out, jumps in the ring, and he just made a beeline for Sean Spears. And Sean Spears took a few good pops from
fair play
Tyson.
to him, man.
Oh yeah. Because to be honest, you could see that Tyson was holding back, but
Tyson's holding back is probably like one of our full power punches.
Yeah, you're gonna feel it. No, he was holding back, and Sean Spears was taking them. But you know what I'm saying? If he went for one of those knockout punches, all he needs is one, and Sean Spears on the floor, and his ribs are just mush.
Hager has to jump in.
Yeah. So after that, because the Inner Circle had been trapped backstage in the locker room, they managed to break out. They come out, help. A nice little moment as well when Jericho had his arm around Tyson, saying thank you. That was a nice little touch.
I'm gonna spoil it. Not spoil it.
I'm gonna say, what could you spoil? We were just.
I don't think that the Inner Circle should have been able to break out.
No?
Really?
They should have stayed locked, and Jericho took a bit more of a beating, and then Tyson comes out on his own and fights.
Tyson did come out on his own.
No, but then they all came afterwards. They didn't.
After everyone was already out of the ring and Mike Tyson was doing a number on Sean Spears, that's when they all come out.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. I'd rather they didn't come out.
But at the end of that, they were already. MJF's group was already gone. It
No,
was
but that's
just
what I'm
Sean.
saying. They
Sean
should have
Spears.
stayed in the ring.
Would you stay in the ring with Mike Tyson?
Oh, there's what? There's 5 of you.
Would you stay in the ring with Mike Tyson?
It's just Mike Tyson and there's
Yeah,
5
but
of
Mike
you.
Tyson all needs just to do is just be one punch.
Yeah, but we ain't in boxing. We're in wrestling.
It doesn't matter.
It does make a massive difference.
It doesn't matter. That man could kill a human being.
No, Jericho should have got way more of a
He
pound.
did though. He did.
No,
I mean,
more than that.
We're just making a little thing. But if you actually look at the attack, he took a whole lot of a beating. We just put like a few main points, but they went from. You got to remember they were in the backstage,
Yeah, but
and they just beat him up all the way
punches.
to the thing, get choked out, got spike pile driver and everything. But anyway,
But it should have been worse. It should have been bleeding from everywhere, hardly able to stand,
How you are.
and then Tyson comes out.
You are mean.
No, but it makes more of an impact.
Well, next week there's going to be a match with Jericho with Sammy Guevara versus what's the name? Dax the Axe with is it Tully in his corner?
What the hell are you talking about?
Next week there's a match. See, you don't pay attention, you don't listen. Next week there's a match between Dax the Axe versus Jericho, and they're allowed to have one person with them by ringside, which is I'm sure it's Sammy Guevara, and I think it's Tully with, or it might actually be Cash. I'm not too sure, but
I probably missed that.
yeah, and Tyson is going to be the guest enforcer. Everyone else.
What are you talking about?
Are you serious?
Right, the match next week is
Yeah.
Jericho versus MJF. Mike Tyson's on the outside and no one else is allowed around the ring.
No, one person is allowed the ring.
No, they said no one.
Yeah,
that's why
one
Mike Tyson is
person.
there.
Jericho with Sammy Guevara, and it's not MJF.
Ain't it?
No, it's Mac. It's Dax.
Dax the Axe.
Why is
And
Jericho fighting Dax?
Because you can't have Jericho fight MJF.
Well, so don't have Jericho. Have Proud and Powerful versus FTR.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and so that's going to be it with Tyson as the special enforcer.
Oh, sounds crap now.
Well,
Sounded better when it was in my head.
No, because you didn't even 30 seconds ago you didn't even know what I was talking about.
Yeah, because I thought it was MJF Jericho. I didn't
No.
think it was Jericho versus someone who's got nothing to do with anything.
Of course it does. It's the pinnacle.
Yeah,
They
but it's
gave
not.
him the-
Why are you
they
fighting?
gave
Is Jericho fighting?
They gave him a spike pile driver.
Yeah, lots of people gave him a spike. Well,
No,
to be technical, Tully hit the spike power driver.
Yeah.
But you can't fight Tully
Why?
because
If
he's
you
a
can
third
fight-
string
If you
horseman.
can fight Dax, then
He's
fight
the
Tully.
third string horseman.
Oh, that's so stupid.
He's pointless. He's a useless old man.
That's so stupid.
Get out. Go home. Spend time with your wife.
Let's Google this.
Yeah.
I did find out one thing that's incredible about Tully is actually he still does 500 squats every day. He calls it the horseman workout, which is kind of cool, that man is, I don't know, mid-60s, and he's there just crunching out 500 squats every day. That's impressive.
Legend.
It is.
Legend.
Then we had another promo. Britt Baker, and she wants a title shot,
Oh, pretty.
but that was it.
Yeah.
That was all it was. It was just saying I wanted a title shot. Why did you
Yeah.
need to say that?
She didn't really, did she? No. Well, she wanted to get a point across, I guess. Just
Oh,
there's-
that is rubbish.
There is actually no one else, is there? There's at no point right now. I could see her, winning the belt. Has she even ever had a title shot?
yes, I think she had one. She had one, I think.
Who are you not talking about?
Britt Baker.
DMD.
She got the title match, did you see?
No,
Well,
she
she
wants
wants the title
wants the
shot.
Oh,
title.
okay.
Yeah, but that's what I was saying. I don't remember if she ever even had a title shot. I know she did against Rio. Yeah, you're right.
I actually think she did against Shida as well.
I don't remember Shida. I remember Rio, and Rio won. Of course, she won because she's fantastic. But yeah, I was. It was. To be honest, she has been actually on TV a lot. One person that I haven't actually seen on TV, Big Swole.
Thank God.
No, but you know what I mean? Like, you used to see Big Swole on TV and all that, but you don't actually see... To be honest, the only women you see at the moment on TV is Shida, Ty Conti, Thunder Rosa, Britt Baker, and now they started adding the bunny into it.
And Jade.
Yeah. And then sometimes we'll see Nyla Rose.
Yeah, to be honest, that's true. Nyla Rose was there last week. But you see, it's kind of just revolving in a small circle of women. But before there was, like, Riho in there.
Oh, Thunder Rosa wasn't there this week, was she?
No.
No, she weren't.
No. Big Swole. Even Red Velvet.
Big Swole's more on AEW Dark, you normally see her.
Yeah. There was that... there's Red Velvet versus Jade next week as well. So
Guess what I'm going to say?
Go on.
Well, what's Red Velvet going to do against Jade? It's a waste of a match.
do you know what? I could see Red Velvet winning this.
Oh, crackhead.
Well, no, think about it. Jade beat Velvet. And now Velvet beats Jade. And then you extend the feud to the pay-per-view. And then you have like a...
No, but there are some people that rule just doesn't apply to.
Okay.
Bruiser Brody, Bruno Sammartino, Steve Austin. That rule, Hulk Hogan. Some people that rule just don't apply to.
Yeah, and then you're trying to say that Jade Cargill is Hulk Hogan.
Look at Jade Cargill. And then
you're
look at
telling
Red
me...
Velvet.
Yeah, but you're telling me that she's going to be like Hulk Hogan and no one's ever going to beat her.
Could happen.
To be honest, I could see her, if she puts on a good showing, I could actually see her then maybe even going for the belt at some point.
Could happen.
Not too soon, because the jury is still out on her on that sort of thing.
Yeah, soon, because I'm sick of Shida having that belt as well.
See, I can't even...
I like Shida.
I can't deny
I'm not
that.
saying anything against Shida, because I actually quite like Shida. But Shida's not so good that she should have had the belt all this time. She's not that good.
I don't understand it, but again, it's what we said. I could see Britt Baker winning that title next week. Or whenever she gets a title shot, if she even gets a title shot, I could see Britt Baker winning that belt.
She will.
There will be a new champ soon.
Yeah, because you can't be going on... it's kind of thing is, she'd have won the belt that weekend that her friend died. The other Japanese wrestler, which I can't remember her name, but she won the belt then, and she hasn't lost it since. And I think, if I'm not wrong, it's either been since October or November she won that belt. The next match is Bunny versus Ty Conti. It was a good match, but again, it was a short match. Sometimes good matches don't have to be that long, and to be honest, I'm actually enjoying this whole Ty Conti little run because she's actually going kind of a little hulking up a couple of times and just crazy.
Barney picked her game up tonight. The other night, whenever it was.
Yeah, to be honest, I never had a problem with Bunny. Before she was the Bunny, she was Alice? No, Ali. I thought she was okay when she was Ali. I thought she was good. She had a couple of matches. She was decent. I'm not going to say she was spectacular, but you could watch a match and not really be that critical. And yeah, she was pretty good. You know, Bunny actually suplexed Ty Conte on the floor, which fair play. Got as she gets up again. I don't know where she came from, but the Bunny just came in with a drop kick straight onto the barriers, and I was just like, oh wow, what the hell's going on here? Ty Conte gets a knee to the face from Bunny, so I was just like, but again, now from me just actually reading out like this, it just sounds like Bunny was just non-stop attacking Ty Conte. To finish, the Bunny even did use the kendo stick as well. Another superplex off the top, but then Ty Conte kind of hulked up a bit, gave her that fantastic spike DDT. And Ty Conte wins.
Yep.
It was a short match, but it was an enjoyable match. And I know that Ty Conte is one of your favorites, Steve, so this must make you happy.
I'd like Ty Conte to be world champion. I think every time we see her, she's getting a bit better.
Yeah, and don't forget, maybe 3 months ago, you weren't really seeing her on TV that much.
Well, I didn't even know she was.
Yeah, she came out once with Anna Jay, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Which makes me, now that I mentioned Anna Jay, do you reckon that Ty is getting this push because this was actually going to be Anna Jay's push?
Maybe. I'm not sure about that.
I mean, Ty is Dark Order, isn't she, really?
Yeah.
So, kind of still in the picture.
And she started wearing their colours as well, which is good.
She was wearing white this week, kind of looking like a female number 10.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, it was an enjoyable match. Short, but again, beggars can't be choosers. And to be honest, I have to admit that was the match of the night. It's main event time, ladies and gentlemen, with Kenny Omega and the Good Brothers versus Jon Moxley and the Young Bucks. And it was a shit match. I'll hand it to you two because I can't be asked to talk about that match. I literally, I've got notes that I wrote on it, but
don't come to me because I'll go straight to the end and then that'll be that.
Is that we're doing it?
So, Tom,
yeah, straight to the end, yeah.
Tom, take over.
What, you're leaving this all on me, yeah?
Yeah.
All right. Well, to be fair, it wasn't great.
Yes.
It wasn't great, was it? No, I'm being honest. I didn't really think this match was anything special. It wasn't. It wasn't great. It was a lot of, were they going to do a move on him? Weren't they going to do a move? They hesitated a lot.
See, you went straight to the end as well.
No. He's actually saying what happened.
No, but during the match, though, they were doing it as well. They were stopping, starting. Yeah, they were. They were stopping, starting, and then it got to the point where Moxley got so angry, he tagged himself in.
Yeah,
it was
literally. My notes were, the Moxley and Young Bucks jumped over the top ropes onto Omega and the Good Brothers outside. Moxley gave Luke Gallows a German suplex. That was actually more or less picture perfect. That looked really nice. Matt Jackson gives Omega a DDT. But then when they're trying to do the whole V-trigger nonsense, Matt Jackson just can't seem to do it. So Moxley, like Tom said, tags himself in, gives Omega two DDTs, two paradigm shifts, and then the Young Bucks super kick Moxley.
Yep.
And hold on, this is while the match is still going on, and the referee just carry on looking. He didn't try to stop it, nothing. Just does it.
Worst referee in the history of wrestling.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, Steve never liked him.
Oh man, I
He's
like
fucking useless.
No
I
swearing.
like Mike Knox.
Oh, he's fucking useless. He
No
ain't got a
swearing.
clue.
No swearing.
Good Brothers and Omega win. And then just to make sure, at the end, they carry on beating Moxley, and the Young Bucks superkick Moxley again. That's the end of the show. That's the end of the match.
That was the end of that match, yeah. And then they went to do Too Sweet, didn't they? And then Kenny hugged them.
No, he was trying to get the Too Sweet, but Mac Jackson, come, let's hug.
Yeah.
Now, I'm disappointed because all the components were there to have a great match, but it was anything but a good match.
Oh, shit.
It was, and
It brought Omega down on a couple levels.
There was, it's sad because, like I said, in the past couple of weeks, Kenny has been having some outstanding matches, like with the Lucha Bros.
Yeah.
And then to just see this match with just, there was nothing. I was watching it and there was no enthusiasm in me. I didn't really care who'd win or lose. At one point, I was just thinking, is there going to be a turn from the Bucks? There was, but even that didn't
Who cares?
Get me excited enough to go, oh my god, the Bucks turned on Moxley, because
3 or 4 weeks of storytelling wasted.
So we'll see what they come up with next week
Who
with
cares?
it. No, I'm talking about AEW in general.
Oh.
I've completely missed this. If we have, did anyone mention Eddie Kingston coming out? Yeah.
Oh no, we didn't. Yeah, Eddie Kingston come out with his gammy leg and then just got absolutely annihilated. He looked like one of those seagulls you see by the seaside. Trying to get to them chips real quick with his gammy leg, and then just got intercepted by the Good Brothers. Sorry for the analogy, but that's basically what it was. Just the wobbly Kingston coming out and getting.
Poor guy.
It was pointless. He was coming down just to get his ass whooped. That was it. So ratings times. Tone, what would you give this show this week?
I'm gonna have to go with. It's gonna be a hard one because, see, on a wrestling point, I would give it an E, right?
Yeah.
On a promo point, I'd throw it up to possibly between a C and a D, just because of the Jericho promo. But if we're going on a wrestling point, I've got to give it an E this week.
Give it an E.
Yeah, I'm giving it an E. That was really low this week for me.
No, but yep. Steve, go on, Tom.
No, I was saying, and it's a shame because Bear Country were on the show, and I really like Bear Country. I really like Jurassic Express, and yeah, that's it from me.
I'll tell you one thing before even Steve has said anything. I think there's an F coming.
Yeah.
But Steve, what are you giving it?
F.
F. There you go.
Why are the Good Brothers, who are not AEW stars, getting more TV time than most AEW stars? Why did we have to watch this 4 weeks Young Bucks? Oh no, we're not going Too Sweet. No, you're wrong. Just to turn it all around. So that was 4 weeks wasted. They made Eddie Kingston look shit. They made Moxley look shit. They made Omega look shit, which is the worst crime you can do.
I don't think they made Eddie Kingston look shit. I just think Eddie Kingston is he came out trying to help his buddy.
Yeah, but
I don't think that was a shit move. Yes, but he's also got a dodgy leg.
So just grab someone and rip their eye out. What are you talking
Oh,
about?
okay. Bloody hell. That turned
I
quick.
think I'll end just because I can feel myself. I'm gonna explode. So I'll stop. I'll stop for tonight.
So an F, yeah?
Yep. F.
F. I have to give it. I'm actually gonna go before you even said it, Tone. I was actually gonna give it a E plus. Yeah, and I'll tell you why. The Ty Conte match and the Jericho promo. That is it. Everything else that you mentioned is absolutely true. You got great teams there. Everyone this week sucked.
Yeah, it wasn't.
It was one of the worst. See, this is the thing. Last week was one of their better shows.
Yeah.
This week was one of their worst.
I have to admit, I think from just like top of my head, I think there's only been one show, one AEW show that I remember that is probably on par with this one in like being really bad. I think it was one, and that was like midway through last year. I know, fair enough, there's a pandemic and all, but still, the actual action in that wrestling show was actually pretty poor. And there is, although I go off on the promos, I have to admit the Jericho, the QT one, and even the one when Mike Tyson came out, were actually better than most matches. So that's why it's getting an E plus.
Yeah.
Just it was bad. It was bad, and all the components were there to have Jurassic Express having a good match, Kenny Omega having a good match, and for me the best match of that night was Bunny versus Ty Conti. So, boys and girls, this was another exhilarating podcast. Sorry that we went off on one, or sorry that I went off on one about promos, but they get into me, man. They get into me. 9 promos in a show, in a 2-hour show.
Could have had a match in that.
Yeah.
Keep 2 or 3 promos. Have an extra match.
Exactly. A lot of the stuff. Maybe with as it grows, maybe they'll have less promos. Maybe. Who knows? I'm wishing here, but who knows? Right. So, guys, you know what to do. Please subscribe. Give us a like. Comment. Share. Tell your friends. Tell your family that there's 3 guys on the internet talking crap about wrestling. Maybe they'll like to hear us talk crap. So, guys, this has been another Superplex podcast. I've enjoyed every moment of it, as I always do. It's good night from me.
Bonjour.
See ya.